Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another Hot Toys figure review. Now today we'll be looking at the Hot Toys exclusive figure being T'Chaka from the film Black Panther. Now I picked this figure up on my overseas trip to Hong Kong. I went to the event known as ACGHK, where they showed off the prototype or the final version of this figure as well as the black suit cap, and I picked up both of them at that actual event. So it was super exciting to go ahead and pick them up there and basically see all the unreleased prototypes. So do check out my Figure Talk episode if you want to see more videos and photos of the Mark 7 diecast, the Mark 4 diecast, a whole heap of other unreleased figures, so definitely do check that out, as well as my Instagram page. I have photos of the unreleased figures on there as well. Now without further ado, let's get all the accessories for T'Chaka out here and take a look at everything he comes with. Now unfortunately T'Chaka is pretty light on accessories. He pretty much just comes with the standard Black Panther hands as well as some Kimoyo beads. So these were the things that they used to communicate in the Black Panther film, and they are nicely painted. They got a bit of a purplish sort of hue about them, and there are some sort of sculpted in or painted in little details. I'm not sure if you can make that out. I'm pretty sure you can. Some little painted in sort of tribal etchings, which pretty much look accurate to the film. Now he does come with the typical Black Panther hands that we saw from the Civil War Black Panther, except this time the claws are painted gold, and there is still that sort of really shiny sort of paintwork on the outside, and there's a nice level of sculpted detail in there, and that carries on throughout the suit as well, which you will see. And the final accessory is the display stand, which you've seen in the unboxing video, but basically there's no silver nameplate, it's just printed onto the plastic display base, and it's that new sort of shape that is similar to the Infinity War ones, or I should say it's pretty much a reuse of the stand that came with the DX10 or the Robocop, because there is the battery section there. This does not light up, but it would be awesome if it did. So that's about it for T'Chaka's accessories. Let's get the figure himself out here and take a look at his outfit. As I said in the unboxing for this guy, this is pretty much the Civil War Black Panther figure, just basically with the added pants, added sort of tunic, sort of robe piece, as well as the gold paintwork. So that's really the only major difference between this and the previously released figure. However, the differences are absolutely amazing. Oh, of course, also the helmet is different compared to that previous version, and I will bring that version out just to do a comparison, and I will do the comparison video as well, just to give you a bit of more of a in-depth sort of look at the true differences between the two figures. So the outfit is stunning as it was with the original Black Panther figure. It looks really, really clean here, and this new head sculpt is just amazing. Now, I did say initially that the gloss, I wasn't sure if it was accurate. I've looked at a few photos, and it does appear to be a little bit more glossy than the Black Panther helmet, which is really, really matte. The actual, the previously released figure is really matte compared to this one. This one does do a good job of homaging the look in the film. It looks really nice. Now, I did also say that the gold on here is really, really shiny, and it is very, very chrome, which looks really nice in person. Probably not coming across that well on camera, but you can see there's sort of a sheen there, which looks really good. Now, all of these robes are sort of extra pieces, and if you did take off all of this outerwear, it would just be the regular Black Panther body underneath, which is another sort of display option, I guess, if you just wanted to have T'Chaka as just the Black Panther without these ceremonial sort of pieces added onto it, because I'm sure he wouldn't go out and basically do missions and stuff looking like this. Now, because this is the Civil War Black Panther body, the articulation is exactly the same. I don't really go over articulation in my videos, but a couple of you guys have requested it. This is basically a true type body that is unhindered. However, there's a word of warning. This is a rubber outfit on top of the body, so do be careful, because if it pinches in some of the joints or if you get any creases, they are probably going to be permanent. So any issues that people were having with the Black Panther figure from Civil War will carry over on to this figure, as you can imagine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pan the camera down a little bit and give you a look at the rest of the outfit. Because this figure's wearing pants, it really allows them to basically cover up the leg joints, which means that if you do have any creasing underneath the pants, it doesn't really matter, just because you don't actually get to see that. So by all means, have this figure in a more dynamic pose from the waist down, sort of leaping forward or just running basically. It'll look a lot better because you won't see any creasing if it does occur. Now, I know for me that doesn't really fly, because I know that underneath it's getting creased, and I'm got a bit of OCD when it comes to that sort of stuff, so I do want to be careful, but that is an option for you. Now, you'll also notice that the toe sort of claws are painted gold. They're not that chrome that we saw on the upper part of the arms and the necklace. They are just a little bit more of a dull gold, and just having a look at the back, you can see what that looks like. Now, they are the split sort of cut design, which I do appreciate on the ankle, so that allows for greater range of movement, because they aren't sort of one solid boot piece, which is basically the way to go, in my opinion. I think that's definitely the way they should do it on all booted figures from now on, because it just allows for so much more flexibility in terms of the posing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get the Civil War Black Panther figure out here and do a bit of a side-by-side. Having these two displayed side by side, you can see that they are pretty much the exact same suit. Obviously, underneath, this is going to be the same suit because technically, according to the films, I guess it was passed down to T'Challa from his father. So it makes sense that it's the same sort of suit design. Now, where it does differ, obviously, is the additional pieces, the pants and whatnot on the T'Chaka figure. And basically, if you didn't have these two standing next to each other, you would think they were completely different. The helmet sculpt alone on the T'Chaka is enough to give you an idea of basically it being a completely different figure. So they've done a really great job at that. And I think they look really, really good displayed together. Now, the way I'm going to incorporate T'Chaka into my displays, I'm going to have him in the background, the new Black Panther that will be released on the left, and probably fighting Killmonger on the right. So it's going to be like a Black Panther only sort of shelf. I think that's going to look really, really awesome. Now, I have to say, from the moment I laid eyes on this T'Chaka figure, I just absolutely fell in love with the design. It looks absolutely awesome. I'm so happy with how it's turned out. I mean, the combination of the Civil War outfit with the sort of tribal looking sash and robes and pants and everything, it just works so well. And the gold is so stunning. It's so shiny in person. It just looks amazing. I mean, this figure is definitely a standout piece. If you want one piece in the middle of your sort of Black Panther display or your Marvel display, this will definitely stand out among the crowd. So that is about it for the review on the T'Chaka figure. Definitely do pick it up. The link is in the description for Sideshow where you can pick it up. It's a pretty decent price for this figure. I paid a little bit higher because I was in Hong Kong at the event and I managed to find a scalper of sorts, I guess you could say, and I managed to pay him in person, but definitely do go the Sideshow route. Save yourself just a little bit of money. So that's about it, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Instagram for more photos on these figures, as well as the photos of the unreleased prototypes that were at ACGHK. So, I'll catch you guys in the next video.